the wind above the clouds, falling down without you lay. I struggle like rise, I see all the peace I'll skin and bloodstream night and day. Everybody, it shall be covered us, placing us and stars upon our face. Can't you see our land, the same king's hand? You love place, our no return. With united hands, save this nation until the end. This song was originally written when I was in high school in Liberia, and it was due to the Civil War. And the war choked the lives of so many people. So when the Ebola epidemic came, I told wives to just change the words and said, as Ebola pays our skins instead of bullets pays our skin. But I'd just like to make a brief remark, and I'd like to introduce someone that's very special to every one of us, to the continent of Africa, to the Caribbean, in the United States. When I was much younger, when I was in high school, there was someone that sent us like a bag, book bags. And we were all displaced. Our parents had no jobs. Most of our childhood friends died from the Civil War. And when I saw the bag, and I was thinking, I said, who was so thoughtful that thought about us to give us something? And that drive me to go further. So when I was a little kid, teenage years, we established a group called the United Artists for Vision. And we generated a couple of $1,000, and we provided assistance to people that were displaced in the war from a county called Bonny County, and also, hey, can I have your attention, please?
Excuse us.
Can I have your attention, please?
Excuse us.
So everybody, can you calm down, cause please, okay? It's gonna be brief. We're gonna party all night.
not two parties. Come on, man.
Okay, so we generated money for people from those two counties, Kidman counties and Boney County. So when I came to America, I was very passionate still. In 2006, we hosted a program in my church, called the Union Chapel Church. We generated $4,000, and that money was used to provide scholarships for students in Liberia. And also I did 2 fashion shows, and my boss, at the time he was a council member and also a freeholder, he was very instrumental in helping me. And we generated a couple of $1,000 that provided scholarships. Moreover, there was a school that my family owned called Dema Academy. And that school provided free education to students. I'll come closer because the microphone's not picking up. Provided free education to students. And one of my responsibilities was to provide assistance to the teachers in terms of salary and wages. And we carried on that for like 3 years. And when the Ebola epidemic occurred, there was someone that was very instrumental in helping President Obama to generate millions of dollars to curb that particular epidemic. We were all thinking that the Ebola virus was going to come out here and take away so many lives. He was helpful in helping the administration to generate hundreds of millions of dollars. That is why so many people survived this particular epidemic. He went further in fighting for TPS. There's something called temporary protective status. People that were visiting from those countries, Sierra Leone, Liberia, and Guinea. He was very instrumental in making sure that those people stayed in the United States so that they would not be devastated by the Ebola virus. That person is no other than my boss, the visionary Congressman Donald M. King Jr. He's right here today. He's right here today. He was very much instrumental. So my boss' only interaction with Africa was through his father. And when he traveled to Africa along with President Obama. So I said, well, how can someone that never even been to the continent will advocate so much for my people? So I decided and I said, okay, I will organize Save Our Nations. So Save Our Nations' purpose is to provide scholarship for orphans. Many people died from the epidemic, so we provide scholarship for those orphans. So I went to Sierra Leone and Liberia, and my next trip will be in Guinea. So we have 57 students that made this scholarship. But I want to say thanks to every one of you. Maybe sometimes you don't know how much your contribution means. Your contribution changed life. And one of the greatest things that anyone can do in this world is to be able to help to people you don't know. Even people you might never even meet. The weather is so bad, we expected a larger amount, but I know more people will come because my African people always come late sometimes. But you could have been anywhere. You could have been anywhere, but you tell the wife to be here. It means a lot. We are all one. To whom is given, much is expected. Love makes the world go round. Seriously, for everything you do, that is a reward. What you give is what you receive. And I just want you to realize that this is not like a wasted effort. Save Our Nation, our budget is so cheap, small, shoestring budget. We have 57 students in scholarship. And I want to say thanks to Congressman Payne, because last time he gave me a check for $2,000, and that check is going to us helping to build a computer lab in West Africa for students. So before I sit down, before the party starts, I'd like to call on this brother, my big brother, my mentor, this visionary person that have done so much for the state of New Jersey. Not only the state of New Jersey, but for the entire nation, the United States of America. And we know America is the greatest country in the world, and they have so much connection to other places in the world. So his work not only touched the United States, but the entire world. And I'm very, very happy. I'm so happy that I'm his right-hand man. So it put me in the mix to be in the discussion. It put me in the mix to be able to advocate on behalf of my African people, on behalf of my Caribbean people. So before I call him, I like to call the love of my life, my boss lady. She always makes sure that Jack and baby, come please. Like Carl Comedy said, her name is Bennu Brown, or so me Bennu Brown. Great. I want to say thanks to you. I want to say thanks also to Miss Candice Anderson. This young lady right here, she sings for Lauryn Hill, John Legend. She flies all around the world. But when it comes to Save Our Nations, she's out here helping me, doing things. It's just so amazing when people help. And like Carl Comedy said, the lady in the red dress, she is the board chair of Save Our Nation, Miss Danelle Hart. The lady in the red dress. Come on. Come on, Janelle. Stop playing around. They currently have to go home. You got 3 kids in the right. Okay, so Janelle Hart, thank you so much. I want to say thank you to Africa Impact, the head of the African Entertainment Award. Kim, Miss Barbara King, that's supposed to be on the board of Save Our Nation, her daughter. My cousin, everybody. I don't know what to say, but thank everybody, but I'd like to her. Next to her. Oh, no, the Doso, yeah. Now, Mr. Africa, I call his name. So, I want you to please put your hand together to welcome my boss. And today is his birthday, so I want everyone to sing for him. So, can we sing Happy Birthday to you? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Lucky ball.
Why must spoil your name for? Why must spoil your name for? Why must spoil your name for? Then activate it. Some kind of way I can get it. Why must spoil your name for? Some kind of way you can do it for me. Why must spoil your name for? Yeah. Some people go sleep and I wake up. I go sleep, I wake up, oh, yeah. People hustle, no day, no day. Yeah. But my hustle bringing some more thing. Oh, why must spoil you for? Why must spoil you for? Why must spoil you for? See, I pay your blessing that no more thing. Tell it before you can do it again. All kind of thing can creep my skin. When you get my own, I go cocky my leg on no. Cock like a big boy. Jehovah, you make me a big boy. When they make it noise, I don't talk. I take it like walking one side. The two they say they bluffy, then they come in, baby, great ball. Blessings on blessings on blessings. Jehovah, you shower your blessings. Young girl, Jawana. No, some kind of way I can get it. I won't spoil you for. Oh, some kind of way you can do it for me. I won't spoil you for. Yeah. Some people go sleep and I wake up. Then I wake up. I go sleep, I wake up. I wake up. Yeah. People hustle, no day, no day. No day, no day. But my hustle bringing so much in. Oh. I won't spoil you. I travel too far, I come back. I go America, I come back. I go Australia, I go Norway, I go Sweden, come back. Begin let me go Holland, begin let me go Germany, begin let me go Belgium. I came back, you know me let me for MTV. My parents be say on MTV, my man see me on MTV. Why I must spoil you for? Some kind of way I can get it. I must spoil you for. Some kind of way you can do it for me. Papa, I must spoil you for. Oh, some people go sleep and I wake up. I go sleep, I wake up. Oh, hustle, no day, no day. But my hustle bringing so much in. My hustle. I must spoil you. The DJ they like and playing the music. That's not shine, put me in the music. Jehovah keep blessing the music. If that's, let them talk. But Jehovah bless you, who can vote for? Papa spoil the car, Papa spoil the car.